It's a lovely day again. It's going to be really hot indeed. Lou and Harold are down the field and they're fine. Harold's lost his hoodie, so I'm going to have to go around later on when it gets a bit cooler and try and find it, because it could be stuck on a fence or anything. I went down the field this morning to get Ezra and I haven't seen it on my travels, so I'm going to have to, look for it later, see if I can find it. But they're fine, they're okay. They've just come up to the top of the field and had a drink. Right, let's talk about this one, who's going to sleep at the moment. You can just see top of his ears. So, in the last couple of days, this little ponyo has decided that he's really settled, he's really happy, and that he doesn't want to come in, but he wants to stay with those two. So the first, a couple of days ago, I went down the field to get him and had him on just a normal lead rein. And as I brought him back, he jumped and he reared and he pulled back and he put up a bit of a fight because he did not want to leave them and he didn't want to come in. So anyway, I did get him in because, something that I don't put up with. So got him back in his stable and he was fine. He did sort of call out to the others once or twice, but he settled down. He was okay. And he was cool. So yesterday I went to get him. I went with a long line and a training stick and my boots on, which I didn't have the first time round because I thought, well, hey, Elijah comes in, so I didn't see the logic in bringing boots up when I didn't have to go in the field. But it's, I did have to go in the field, so I went in bare feet that time because I didn't have any boots up here. So lesson learned. I brought my wellies today. So anyway, second time I went down with a long line and a stick, my training stick, and put him on the head collar on a lunge rein and brought him back in, and he was fine, absolutely fine. He didn't put up a fight at all because he's learnt from the day before that he wasn't going to win. Popped him in the stable while we went out. Bethany went out riding, so that was good. Today I went down this morning wondering what you'd do on the third day, and as I moved towards him, he moved away from me and he put Lou in between me and him and turned his backside on me, and so I wasn't even going to go near him with a head collar today. I thought, right, okay. So I got my training stick, went a little bit nearer to him and smacked it on the floor quite hard, and that was enough to send him from the bottom of the field to the top of the field, and that was quite hilarious actually because he went at full gallop. And as he came to the top of the field, I'd left the top strand of electric across, although it's not on, and the underneath one, and he ducked under the top one and promptly put himself in his stable, which I found really funny. So he knows exactly what I'm asking of him. He knows exactly what to do, and he went and did it himself this morning, so that was good. So he's a good boy, really, because I didn't have to go in. We didn't have to put him on a head collar, didn't have to do anything with him. He knew what was expected of him, and he's like, oh, she's serious, I'm going to put myself in. So he knows, I'm kind to him, and I'm gentle with him, all the time. But he knows that if he pushes his luck like that and pushes the boundaries with me and tries to say, look, you're not in charge of me, then actually he's going to get the different side of me, and the side that he doesn't want to be on, because I'll be firm with him, and firm but fair, and I won't I won't use a stick on him or whip him or anything like that, but I certainly will make him move. and keep making him move until he obeys me. And boy, did he move this morning, didn't you? Yeah, I went full pelt, didn't you? But that's a good boy, because we got a good end result. He did what I asked him to do in the end, and he's in. Meanwhile, you know, Elijah's always good, although he's not like Solomon. You could just call Solomon, he'd be in instantly, virtually. Elijah's, he's got his own mind, Elijah, but he will come in, but he'll come in at his own pace, and he did. He followed us up, and at snail pace, because he was really hot. So he's strong enough to throw out a challenge, Elijah, but he doesn't do it often. But when he does do it, he knows he can't get away with it. But he comes in. He doesn't put up a fight coming in. If he knows they want him in, and he comes up, and he's tired anyway, aren't you? And you're hot, so it's a good boy, aren't you? You are a good boy. He's a good pony, and he knows that on occasions he tries to push boundaries, but he knows he can't get away with it. He's known me for too long now, so that's good. You can go to sleep now. Go on. So anyway, so many parallels, if you belong to God, between how the Lord deals with us, really, and how we deal with the horses, because it's just the same. The Lord, he's kind, he's merciful, and he does treat us gently, but sometimes when we push it, he does exactly the same, and shows that actually he's the one that we need to be obeying, and not doing as we please. And so many parallels that I wish, people could get hold of. But one of the problems is that people don't have contact with animals anymore, especially big animals, and they've lost that, they've lost that contact with them, because they get everything from supermarkets, and they don't have contacts with farms, and they miss out on so much. They really do. So much that, the Lord teaches through just being around animals and having contact with them. The parallels between this and our relationship with him, and Elijah's going to sleep now. And go to sleep. So that's it. Interesting. I always find it interesting with the horses, and it really has been interesting with Ezra recently, because he wouldn't say boo to a goose when he first came, and he's like pushing boundaries now, but he knows he's going to sleep himself. He knows he can't get away with it. So good day, good training with him, just bringing him out the fields, training. He learns what's right, what's wrong, and that's really good, because tomorrow when I go down, I expect him to just go to his stable, and that's it. So we'll see. Okay, bye.